reviewers! Again, we are here today because you are going to learn another interesting topic. So, reviewers, kindly get a pen and paper or even papers because what we are going to discuss for today is a topic that is very important. We are going to talk about vocabulary. So, what is vocabulary? When we say vocabulary, it is an important focus of literacy teaching and refers to the knowledge or words, including their structure, which is morphology, the use, which is the grammar, meanings, which are the semantics, and the links to other words. It could be a word or a semantic relationship. And then, focusing on vocabulary is useful for developing knowledge and skills in multiple aspects of language and literacy. This includes helping with decoding, phonemic awareness and phonics, comprehension, and also fluency. Okay? So this definition of vocabulary is taken from Victoria's state government that were posted or that were published last 2021. All right. So here are easy tips when tackling vocabulary words, synonyms, and antonyms in the test. Okay? So be aware of what you're going to write. Listen carefully. Are you ready? We have tip number 1. Divide the word into two parts, the base word plus the prefix and the suffix, okay? It says here, try to find out the meaning of the word and identify whether it has a positive, negative, or neutral meaning. Familiarize yourself with the different uses of prefixes and suffixes to easily identify words accordingly. So reviewers, do you still recall or do you still remember what are prefix and suffix? When we say prefix, it's the word that it's not literally a word, parang it's a syllable that is being added before the word, right? For example, we have the word hydrate. We have dehydrate, diba? D is placed before the word hydrate, so it's a prefix. But when we say suffix, it's added to the after the word. For example, we have happiness, diba? From the base word happy, then we added ness. It becomes happiness, diba? That's it. That's prefix and suffix. So here, for example, un plus change plus able equals unchangeable. So yun, prefix, it is a group of letters that come at the beginning of a word. Okay? Prefix at the beginning. Root word is the basic part of the word. The prefixes and suffixes are added to it. Yun yung parang noun or yung bagay na it can live alone, okay? It can stand alone. When we say suffix, it is a group of letters that come at the end of a word, okay? Tip number 2. I know, not yet. We have some words are just base or root words, meaning they don't have a prefix or suffix. Some have a base or root word and just a prefix or a suffix. Ayun, yung sinasabi dito, na may mga words talaga na feeling natin they can be used they can be used na merong prefix, merong suffix, meron ring wala, but when you put a prefix and a suffix, it changes the meaning of the whole word. Yon. Next, ito na, tip number 2. If you don't know the meaning of the underlined word, search for context clues. Okay? When you say context clues, di ba kapag may hindi tayo naiintindihan, ay parang hinahanapan natin ng relative na word na nandyan sa particular sentence na yan para mas maintindihan natin ang sinasabi ng isang sentence, diba? So, let's have here. For example, choose the synonym of the underlined word in this phrase. Synonym ang hinahanap ha? The tenacious athlete. What does tenacious mean? A, cautious. B, determined. C, weak. D, thoughtful. Sige nga, reviewers, kung meron kayong access whether sa isang website or sa phones ninyo or sa dictionary, sa for example, Merriam-Webster, what do we mean by tenacious athlete? Alin ba sa mga choices nito? Ayun. So let me explain this to you. So, you are going to see if using context clues will help you to figure this out. The word tenacious is being used to describe an athlete. Diba? So, yung context clue na nandyan ay athlete. An athlete is someone who participates in sports. So, you're going to visualize a soccer player playing a game. Choice A says cautious. I don't think this is the right answer because most good athletes aren't cautious with every move they make. In fact, good athletes are usually more fearless. I'm going to eliminate cautious. Hindi daw cautious kasi yung cautious, di ba, with caution, nag-iingat. Choice B says determined. Okay? So good athletes are usually quite determined. They do everything possible to try to win each game. Determined could definitely be the correct answer, but I'm going to check to make sure the other two aren't better answers. Diba? Kapag meron kayong multiple choices para magkakapare-pareho lang sila, diba? So yun, tingnan muna natin yung ibang choices. Choice C says weak. No, I know that weak is not a good word to describe an athlete. So tenacious can't mean the same thing as weak. Yun, hindi daw synonym ng tenacious ang weak. Choose D says thoughtful. I don't think this is the right answer because most of the time, an athlete doesn't have to be thoughtful. They have to make split-second decisions. Of the 4 choices I listed, I think determined is the most likely synonym for tenacious. I'm going to choose B. Yon, determined. Meaning, the tenacious athlete also means the determined athlete. Yon. Next. Tip number 3. If you don't know the meaning of the underlined word or certain word choices, search for word clues. Yan, word clues. We have an example. For example, choose the antonym of the underlined word in this phrase. Antonym ha, meaning opposite meaning. Dehydrated fruits and vegetables. A, delicious. B, unappetizing. C, wet. D, dry. Yun ha, tingnan natin, may suffix siya ha. Like yung example ko kanina, dehydrated. Yung D, yun yung prefix. Ano kayang ibig sabihin ng dehydrated? Could it be, ano kaya yung antonym ng dehydrated? Could it be A, delicious, B, unappetizing, C, wet, D, dry? Sige daw, listen carefully. You are looking for an antonym this time. So you have to change your thinking a bit. Ibahin natin kasi kanina synonym, ngayon antonym. Try to remember learning that the Greek word hydra means water. The D in front of hydra is a prefix. In words like defrost and detangle, the prefix D means to remove. Using what you know about roots, you can determine that dehydrated refers to removing water from something. Removing water. Ano kaya yun? Diba? If you remove water from fruits and vegetables, they would be quite dry. So, however, you cannot choose answer C because you're looking for an antonym, not the synonym. If dehydrated means dry, then the antonym would most likely be wet. Okay? So, the correct answer for this is C, wet. Okay? Antonym is the opposite. Next, we have tip number 4. If you don't know the meaning of certain word choices, eliminate answers that you know are incorrect or least relevant words. Ano kayang ibig sabihin nito? Here is an explanation. Narrow down the choices so you can find the right answer faster. Choices whose synonym or antonym are certain or somehow vague based on the meaning of the sentence in the question can be eliminated. You can also look for words in the choices that have the same meaning. The remaining word that is unrelated to the other choices is the answer. Yon. So to better understand what tip number 4 is trying to tell us, let's have this example. Choose the synonym for the underlined word in this phrase. Synonym again, ha? Synonym. Unamiable friend. What does amiable mean? A, pretentious. B, angry. C, affable. D, indignant. Ano kayang ibig sabihin nito? So, if you are looking for a synonym this time, you don't know what amiable means, but since it's being used to describe the word friend, you're going to assume that it's a positive character trait. Friend, positive? Let's see. Therefore, you're going to eliminate B, angry. When you look at A, you realize that you don't know what the word means, but I get the feeling that pretentious has a negative connotation, like someone is trying to pretend to be better than someone else, or someone who is hiding their true behavior or feelings. I'm going to eliminate A, pretentious. You don't know the meaning of affable or indignant, so now you're just going to have to take a guess. Yun, guess. Diba? Hindi natin to may pagkakaila na there are really times that we do guessing games in multiple choices, right? May iba nagsasabi na, oy, power of C. But does this work this time? So, since you don't know the meaning of affable or indignant, so at least you eliminated 2 options before guessing. At this point, you would switch to teacher mode and ask if any students know which option is correct. Yan. Sige nga. What do you mean by unamiable friend? Sige daw. Diba? Since you don't know the word pretentious, affable, and indignant, tama ba kung angry ang ibig sabihin ng amiable? Sige nga, let's take a look at the path of a dictionary. When we say pretentious, it means that it is characterized by pretension, such as making usually unjustified or excessive claims. It is expressive of affected, unwarranted, or exaggerated importance, worth, or stature. Parang hindi ito yung meaning niya. Let's say, letter B, angry. When you say angry, feeling or showing anger. Anger ba? An angry friend? It could be, pero tama ba? Let's move on to letter C, affable. When you say affable, being pleasant and at ease in talking to others. Yun, it is characterized by ease and friendliness. It could be, di ba sabi kanina sa meaning, positive. So, affable could be. Pero, tingnan muna natin ang meaning ng indignant. When we say indignant, it is a feeling or showing of anger because of something unjust or unworthy. So, parang magkaka-synonym yung pretentious, angry, and indignant, di ba? So, the correct answer for this, the synonym of amiable is affable. Yun, di ba? So, let's not judge the word dahil lang sa dating niya, di ba? Or hindi natin siya maintindihan. Let's look for it in a dictionary for us to confirm their definition and to verify the correct answer. Yon. So that is it for the first part of our topic about vocabulary. Mahaba-haba pa ito, reviewers. So, study your notes for now and wait for our next video about vocabulary because we will be discussing more about the tips on how will you be able to master your vocabulary, to improve your vocabulary. So that is it for this video, reviewers. I hope you have learned something and see you on our next video. Thank you!